This is a video over systems of equations word problems. I'm just going to go over the process of how to do this a few times, so just so that you guys can watch the video, pause it so you can write stuff down, and re-watch it if you get confused. So we're going to start off on the front page. I said I was going to do number 4 and 5. So for number 4, it says the sum of two numbers is 36. Twice the first number minus the second is 6. Find the numbers. So this sounds confusing, but it's actually pretty easy to set up. So the first thing you want to do is always define your two variables. So I'm just going to choose to use x and y. So x and y. And those letters will stand in for the numbers that I'm trying to figure out. So we'll make x the first number, and we'll make y the second number. Okay, so now let's write our system. So we want to look at what the sentences say. So the first thing it says is that the sum, underline that word, that means adding, of two numbers is 36. So like I said, whenever you see the word is, you definitely need to circle it because that means it's going to be equals. So the sum of two numbers is 36. So to write that equation, you would say the first number, x, plus the sum, right? The second number, y, is 36. X plus y equals 36. Okay, that's the first equation. For the second one, it says twice the first number. Now twice means times 2. So twice the first number would be written like this. 2x. The first number is x, so twice the first number would be 2x. So twice the first number minus the second, so minus y, the second number is y, equals, there's the word is, 6. So there's your second equation. Twice the first number minus the second number equals 6. Okay, now I need to look and see what method I can use to solve here. So I have a 1x and a 2x. That doesn't eliminate, but I have a positive 1y and a negative 1y, and those two will eliminate. So it looks like this one's going to be a pretty simple one, since my y's already eliminate. So cross those out, add your x's, that will be 3x. And then add your constants. 36 plus 6 is 42. And then divide. Hey. No problem. Hold on one second. How do you pause this? I'm probably going to be doing it for a minute. Yeah. Or you can text me. I can text and do it at the same time. Okay, so... Oh, okay. So divide that and you get 14. So that's one of the numbers. So the first number is 14. So now to find the other number, we're going to just take the 14 and put it in for x in this equation. So it's 1x, so 14, plus y equals 36. Okay, and you can do VC here if you want. Variable is a 1y, constant is 36, and make the 14 negative. This is just going to be the same thing as subtracting 14. So 1y equals 22. So the other number is 22. So it's 14 and 22. When you add those together, you do get 36. When you multiply the first number and twice the first number minus the second. Yeah, 14 times 2 is 28, minus 22 equals 6, so that's perfect. Alright, number 5. The sum of two numbers is 20. Sum means add, is means equals. The difference, that word difference means to subtract. The difference between 3 times the first number and twice the second number is 40. So let's define our variables. We'll make x the first number, and we'll make y the second number. So the first sentence, the sum of two numbers is 20. So that's like the last one. So we'll take the first number plus the second number equals 20. Okay. And then it says the difference between, so that means we're going to have to subtract at some point. The difference between 3 times the first number, so 3 times the first number will be 3 times the first number, which is x, so 3x. So the difference between this and twice the second number, so twice the second number will be 2y. And then that equals 40. Okay, so everything's lined up, but I don't have anything that eliminates, which means I'm going to have to multiply one of the equations by something. So to eliminate this 1x and 3x, I would need it to be a 3x and a negative 3x. So I can turn this actually into a negative 3. But I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to make this into a positive 2 so that it will eliminate with that negative 2. So I'm going to have to multiply the equation by positive 2. I'll put that right over here. Okay, 2 times 1x, 2 times 1y, and 2 times 20. And then the bottom one is good because it has a negative 2y, which will eliminate. So we don't need to multiply that one. Okay, so your y's eliminate. And then add, you get 5x equals 40 plus 40, 80. And that is 16. Okay, so let's plug that back into the original. So x equals 16, so 16 plus y equals 20. I'm not going to do variable constant, I'm just going to subtract 16. 20 minus 16 is 4, so y equals 4. There's your two numbers. Okay, flip over to the back, and I will do number 10 and 11. Okay. At a sale on winter clothing, Cody bought 2 pairs of gloves, so we'll make that 2G, 2 gloves, and 4 hats, that would be 4H, for $43. So the 4 will be equals $43. Tori bought 2 pairs of gloves and 2 hats for $30. Okay, so let's find the cost of each. So let's define our variables. G is the cost of a glove. H is the cost of a hat. Now let's write our equations. So 2 pairs of gloves and 4 hats added up to equal $43 when she purchased them. So 2G plus 4H equals $43. And then Tori, 2 pairs of gloves and 2 hats for $30. So 2 pairs of gloves, 2G, plus 2 hats. She purchased those together for $30. Okay, we have everything set up here, but it doesn't eliminate, so I'm going to have to look and see what we have here. So I have a positive 2G and a positive 2G. If one of those was a negative 2, then I would have something that will eliminate. So I can multiply one of the equations by negative 1. Okay, that's going to change that to a negative 2G, which we need for elimination. So multiply negative 2G, negative 1 times positive 4H is negative 4H, and then negative 1 times 43 is negative 43. Rewrite the bottom one. And eliminate the G's. Add add these together. Negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2h, and negative 43 plus 30 is negative 13. And then divide. So you get h equals 6.5. But since we're talking about the cost of a hat here, I'm going to put a dollar sign. And I'm going to change this to say 6.50, because that's like $6.50. And that is the cost of a hat. So now to find the cost of the glove, you're going to have to go take the $6.50 and plug it in for h in one of the original equations. So we'll do 2g plus 4h equals 43. So I just replaced the h with the solution. Now multiply. Subtract 26. And divide by 2. And you get 8.5, so the glove is $8.50 for a pair of gloves. Okay, I'm going to flip over to the next page actually, because I'm running out of room. Let's do number 14 on this page, where it says a movie theater sold 548 movie tickets. So this is where I was telling you guys to look for the totals, because the totals will tell you what the equations need to equal. So a movie theater sold 548 tickets, an adult ticket cost $6.50, and a child ticket cost $3.50. In all, here's another total, $2,881 was taken in. How many of each kind of ticket were sold? So we have adult tickets and child tickets. So the A will be how many adult tickets. I'm going to use the abbreviation TIX. And then C will be how many child tickets. Okay. So, when you combine the adult tickets and the child tickets together, they sold 548 tickets. So it will be adult tickets plus the number of child tickets added up to 548 tickets together. Okay, now we're going to do the money one. So this one will be equaling this total. So all together, they made $2,881. So now we're going to have to put the prices in. So for the adult tickets, they were $6.50. So it would be 6.50A. And the child tickets were $3.50, so it would be $3.50C. Okay, now again, we don't have anything that's going to eliminate here, so we're going to have to multiply the top equation. I'm going to, we can just eliminate the A's. So this would need to be a negative 6.50. So we're going to multiply by negative 6.50. Now the A's eliminate. And that adds up to negative 3C. adds up to negative 681, then divide by negative 3. And that's C equals 227. So 227 child tickets sold. So we know that they sold 548 tickets in all. So the adult tickets plus 227 child tickets added up to 548 tickets. So just subtract 227. You can come in. What? 548 minus 227 is 321. So that's how many adult tickets they sold. And I hope this was helpful for you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow.